Hey everyone, and welcome to Quick Review. Today I'm looking at One Finger Death Punch 2, which can honestly be almost entirely described by its name. I'm not going to try to throw a bunch of genres at this, it's pretty much its own semi-unique thing. Semi-unique because it really just reminds me of old school Flash games. So, One Finger Death Punch 2 stays pretty true to the original One Finger Death Punch. Nothing huge has really changed in terms of gameplay or combat. Enemies charge to their death while you rapidly press one of two buttons based on the direction the enemies are running at you from. There's a degree of timing involved. You don't want to attack too early, you don't want to attack too late. That's pretty much it. There are some weapons and abilities that increase the range of your attack, some special skills that wipe out sides of the field, and you can also pick up guns and throwing weapons to one-shot more powerful enemies or kill things slightly out of your range. There are some other mechanics too, like dodging or deflecting projectiles, but it all boils down to timing your tapping appropriately. And that's the thing, One Finger Death Punch has the simplest control schema ever, and it takes something incredibly simple and turns it into a beautiful, hectic mess. That's really where One Finger Death Punch 2 improves, the visuals. There's so much going on the screen when you're playing, the different ways you kill enemies, the cheesy looking animations that wipe out armies of stickmen, it's just straight up fun. Honestly, I almost didn't want to make this review because I genuinely could not stop playing, it was that addicting. But then at some point my fingers started to hurt after I played the game for hours, and here we are. That's something worth mentioning as well. There is so much going on in this game. When I was in survival mode, it was less a battle with hordes of monsters and more a battle with keeping my fingers functional. Does One Finger Death Punch 2 have anything else to offer though? Well, did you ever want Steam achievements? Did you ever say to yourself, hey, this game only has 300 achievements, I want more? Well, One Finger Death Punch 2 delivers. It delivers 771 achievements at the time of this review, and I wound up with 517 after playing the game for a few hours. You get achievements for every single thing you do. Killing enemies, taking hits, missing attacks, finishing levels. Existing? You probably get one for existing. They're like the participation trophies of achievements. Also, while combat is always just tapping one of two buttons, there's also some variety. Sometimes you'll wind up in a button mashing minigame. Sometimes you'll end up in a minigame where you have to time your strikes perfectly. Other times you just need to match the following directions. It does a decent job of breaking up the feeling of just smashing left and right over and over. There are also some more legitimate minigames that have you riding a horse or throwing shurikens at oncoming waves of enemies. Basically, I couldn't get through a level without achieving something. But seriously, there are a lot of game modes as well. There's a base campaign that has you aimlessly traveling through worlds for no particular reason, other than, to accrue skill points that you can use to improve your abilities. There's a gauntlet mode that lets you traverse a map in a semi-linear fashion while maintaining a single health pool across levels. You have a survival mode with a leaderboard attached. It's pretty much just endless stickman slaughter. There's an alternative survival mode where you survive while a cat is blocking the majority of your screen. And finally, there is local co-op, which I didn't get to try out because I honestly don't really have any friends. Seriously, that's the game. That's all there is to it. Kill stickmen in the most satisfying way imaginable while experiencing strangely addicting gameplay properties. I couldn't put the game down until I hit the point that I physically had to take a break. It's super cheap, it's beautiful, and I think it's worth checking out, especially if you want to feel some Flash game nostalgia. One more thing, while I was recording this, I had to go back into the game to double check something. Guess what? I got another achievement. And don't forget, this is just in my opinion. If you feel like I left something out, disagree, or just want to suggest something else for me to look at, leave a comment. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I try to cover a few games every week, so check back or feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this review, whatever works for you.